Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Farming Sim Niagara Fats. We are here on Farmlands on the One Tile Challenge competition. So I am not really in competition, but Zorch Farming, Krusty Farms, and Rusty Money Gaming are, and I'm just following along. This will be episode 6. And in the last episode, we got our fields plowed and limed and ready to go for the season. You can see we are in January now, 1 month later, and we are snowed in. Well, not really. The tractor will get us through. But yeah, I ran up to the store and I converted our trailer. Spent $1,600 on this trailer. Let's get a trailer blocked. And you see the forage wagon is in a different spot. I moved it over here and I have confirmed that I can hook this trailer up to forage wagon. It's just going to be a little finagling to get it on here. And we're going to do some hauling up to the store, to the bale export of our silage, and get it sold. Because, frankly, we just don't have a lot to do this month, unfortunately. So, probably won't be much time lapse, probably won't be much of anything. Maybe we'll get a little bit of water for the greenhouse. But yeah, there's just not a lot to do. The snow doesn't go away. I don't think we're going to be able to mow. I do have it set on 5 times speed. We could speed up the time and we could probably mow a little bit of the meadow and restock up the old, let's get that undone, the trailer unblocked. I don't know, these trailers are just impossible to, for me anyhow, they're impossible to back up unless they're blocked. So I use that mod. I mean, I know you can do it, but it takes forever. So we're going to fill this up. The other one's already full. We're going to get 2 loads up there. Well, maybe we're going to. Where's the fill button? Don't tell me we can't fill with this trailer. I wasted all that time and money, and now I can't even fill it up. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh, I didn't experiment with this. Why is it not filling? Doesn't give me the fill. Oh, this is tragic. Oh, no. You disappoint me, trailer. You disappoint me. Just wasted $1,600 for nothing. All right, well, let's get that unhooked and lick our wounds. I guess we'll have to take it up load by load with one trailer. That's disappointing. I wonder if the lesser extension would do it. Ugh. I thought those guys were using it in their series, Zorch and Rusty Money at the very minimum. I don't think Krusty has gone and done any deliveries, but all right, we're gonna have to go the long way because I don't know where my field is. My fields are. All right, so how's everybody been doing? I'm doing well. It's been a little while since I've recorded again, but back at it. Had a little bit of a snafu in my schedule and wasn't getting home until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And by the time I got something to eat and did anything, I just wasn't a good recording time for me. So just didn't record. But back to it today. Back to getting off at 2, doing my afternoon workout, and back to recording. Hopefully, and editing and recording in the afternoon before I go make dinner. So yeah. Anyway. We are going to take some silage up. We'll probably go convert that trailer back to a flatbed, a bale trailer, as it is called. And then we will take the pumpkins over. I wish there was more content for this month, but there's just really not. So I honestly don't remember if they fast forwarded through the months or they just kept going. But the forecast is showing nothing but snow for the next, I'll show it to you here. The forecast is showing snow at 8 o'clock, which means I think it takes it till the 10 o'clock when it becomes sunny. So we'll probably take this load over in the snow just to show you the texture and the snow. It's not very deep right here, but it is covered nonetheless. And then we will probably fast forward to get us out of the snow here. Hopefully it'll melt. Let's see, I want to look at the temperature again. I think if it goes over, if it gets 40 degrees, so we might fast forward it till noon. And that'll get us out of the snow, and then we won't have to deal with snow. It looks like the rest of the month of December until the evening, so we won't be there till the evening. So yeah, we're still sitting pretty good. We're at $93,000. We've got a lot of silage to sell. I was gonna tell you a number, but I can't remember what it is. So we'll look at it as soon as we get in here. So I think off camera last time I did another. I don't remember how much I did. I'll have to go back and think, but I believe I know I sold the pumpkins off camera. I don't believe I sold those on camera. I don't think I sold any more silage, but I went and filled up the water. We've got plenty of water in the greenhouse. But again, we will take care of that and get a few more loads of water over there. Make sure the greenhouse stays. Yeah, so we're getting 28.77 per load. What are we at the bale export right now? Let's go to time saving stock check. Wrong screens, time saving stock check. Oh, I think I sold goat milk too. All right, we are at, it says we're gonna get a total of $15,000. 87,000, it's at 178. Yeah, it just doesn't really go much different than that 178 to 181 price difference. So I don't really see a reason to not sell it each time when we get a chance. And we have the opportunity right now, so we're just going to go ahead and sell it. Talk about our plans. I think I showed you in the last episode where we're planning on for each field. Hopefully that works out to where we're not over harvesting or having too much to do in a month. Because as you see, that hour goes by. That real life hour goes by super fast when you have these tasks to do. So it'll be nice to have it broken down into a little bit more manageable tasks and get stuff done. You know, we have that extra half hour off camera, so you know I've been using it pretty well the whole time. Pretty much every episode so far, I've used that extra half hour to complete things that need to be done. So I've been watching Lowride Farmer. Shout out to Lowride if you're watching this. And he seems to be going the production route. I think he put up a poll about doing a greenhouse or something else. I believe I voted on the greenhouse for him. So I'm a little nervous about. I guess where the reason I'm bringing that up is I'm a little nervous about productions. I don't have any productions. I know he's got crickets. I think Zorch has crickets now. I don't even have the cricket mod, so I can't even put that up there. Like I said, I kind of did a practice one with this, and I was doing productions and doing goats, but I was a little off on the goats. I just wasn't getting the milk to make the cheese to actually make money. It just seemed like it wasn't really producing. So that's kind of why I was deciding to go not root crop, but farm cropping, to be a crop farmer, cash crops, which means we are going to have to purchase a silo, which I kind of was looking at those. We definitely have the money, so we'll be able to we have to get the planter yet. We have to get a harvester. We have to get a header. And we do have to get a silo. But even buying all those things, we have the money. We should be good to go on that. So we will, I guess we'll just keep chugging on here. I'm not as good as everybody else. I need it here. I need that to help me load. And is this not loading? Oh, there we go. Start filling. I wonder if maybe I was in the wrong spot with it. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to move it up here. I'm going to unhitch. I'm going to I'm gonna tie it back in. Load it back up the trailer and see if I can get it. See if I can get some silage to load into it. Was I in the wrong spot? Maybe I was in the wrong spot. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hitched up. Yeah, it's not giving me this. It's not giving me the fill button anywhere. And I'm pushing the stick on the fill. It's not giving me anything. Unload here. I wonder why this won't let me load. It's very frustrating. I don't get it. Alright, well, no sense in wasting any more time. Let's go get this sold. We are gonna use a little bit of the grass that's left in there, top off the goats, as usual. And then we're going to keep selling the silage. So I'm wondering if I have enough money, if I really should see how much money this is all going to cost. So that planter is going to be 23,000. Oh, and I did say we were going to get rid of the snow, so maybe we'll do that next time. Try to remind me if you can. I guess remind myself, right? So it's $23,000 for the planter. I think it's a total of 12,000 for the harvester and the header. Because again, we're going with that small one. I think it's a New Holland. Don't quote me on that. Could be a Massey. It's either a Massey or a New Holland, something like that. And then I'm gonna need the silo. I think the silo is 20 grand for 75,000 liters. But then they can get an extension, and I think the extension is also 20 grand for another 75,000 liters. 150,000 liters. I don't really see us needing much more than that. Hopefully those are multi-fruit silos too. I think those are. All right, let's put it on cruise control and we're across the river now, or the waterway. All right, so let's go up to this. Let's go down to planters. And I want to go with this planter. I could do 20 and just go a 5-row, but to go a little bit more, 3. So that's 3 meters. This is 2.3. I like the 3.1 meter. It's not much bigger, but it's big enough that it'll, I think, make a little bit of a difference. See where we're at. So we're gonna run into a tree. All right, let's get this set past the tree. We'll kind of head it towards the bale export, and we'll do a little more shopping. And then we need a harvester, and we were gonna go with, which one were we gonna go with? Is it down here or is it up here? Yeah, we're going. Oh, so it is a Massey. It's a Massey Ferguson 10,500 combinations. Oh, so it's 2,800. So it's a little more than I thought. It's about 13 grand. Yeah, 10.5 and 2,800. So 13, 14 grand, whatever it is, whatever that equals out to be. Math. And then we will need a corn header because I think we're planning on planting corn and sunflowers. So we're gonna have to. Let's just hold off on here. Let's look at that. We got a little bit of time here. So, oh wow, a 4-row, 5,500. Yeah, because that other one is 19, and it's only 3.4 meters. I think that's the route we got to go. I don't see any other option. We have to go with that lizard. So we'll go with the lizard, 5,500. It's a 4-row. It's 3.1 meters. That's fine. I mean, it's not much. That's kind of what we're planting anyhow. So, okay, we're gonna go with that. It'll be slow going, but it's only gonna be a couple fields. So that's another 5,500. So then we got to go to construction menu. We got to go to silos, grab the mouse. And I was thinking about this silo is 75 grand. And then extensions are 20 grand. It's another 75. I'm pretty sure those are multi-fruit, so we can put multiple things in there at the same time. Multiple crops, because we're definitely going to need that. I think that's the route we're going to go. That's what we're going to do. Well, we're not going to do 40 grand on silos. We'll eventually get that other silo if and when we need it, depending on sell prices and times and amounts of storage and how much grain we're getting. But that's the route, that's the plan, which doesn't give us a whole lot to do in the month of February either. It's probably just going to be a little more of the same. Silage. Now I know that I watched Lowride and he skipped through a couple of those months. I don't think Zorch and Crustu and Rusty Money, I don't think they did. I don't think they skipped through. But I also didn't see that they had snow either, but I don't remember. I know they have episodes that just came out today. I haven't watched all of them. I think I watched most of Crustu's at work this morning while I was doing other things. So honestly, sorry Crustu, I really didn't get to watch the whole video of yours, so I'll have to rewatch. Watch the first part of it. I started a little bit of Rusty Money after work for a few minutes while I was waiting for my daughter to come home. And as I was loading this up, I had Zorch's on as well. So again, I haven't watched all of the episodes. It's not like my normal Saturday morning routine. Get up and Crustu's already out. But Crustu's was out first thing this morning. He is an early bird, I'll tell you that. I don't know how he does it. Whether he overloads it, whether he uploads it overnight or what he does. All right, how much silage do we have left? We still have 73,000 liters of silage. That's how many loads is that? I want to run in the water. Not that good at math. Division 73 divided by 16. Just a rough estimate. That is 4.5 more. So we'll do 4 more. We got 4 more loads. So we'll come up here. We'll go up to the house quick, and we'll fast forward up to noon. See if we can get rid of the snow. So we're now in a winter wonderland here. I'm gonna take a drink while we're drink of water. Speaking of winter wonderland, I was just surprised today. Somebody told me we were supposed to get 3 inches or more of snow today, or tomorrow, or tonight into tomorrow. So that'll be interesting. I don't like it when it happens when I'm at work because I like to clean my driveway when I'm at home. It was the perfect storm last weekend because I was home and nobody was driving on the driveway, but now everybody's gonna be driving on the driveway, and I hate doing it when it's like that, but it is what it is. Just deal with it the way it is. Why is this giving me such a hard time with this fill location? I didn't seem like I had this much trouble before. Oop, sorry, I just hit the trailer. Smash. Alright, there it is. Oh, we were gonna go sleep too. I'll drive by the house right now. We'll get up here and we'll sleep real quick and see if that gets rid of some of the snow. We'll take it up till noon. I don't think it's gonna get there. Well, it's actually moving pretty good at 5 times speed. We're already up to 20 minutes till 10. Gotta get exactly right on this trigger. All right, let's go to noon. All right. And it's 37 degrees. It's not snowing. The sun is out. So maybe it'll jump up a little bit and we will get rid of the snow. I think it has to be to 40 degrees in game. 40 degrees Fahrenheit. For any of Europeans, I don't know what that are, or what that calculates to in the metric on Celsius, but it's above freezing. Let's put it that way. It's above 0. All right, this is going to put us over 100 grand. I'm wondering if we should pay a little bit off on our loan too. Well, we don't know. You know what? We do not want to do that. We do not want to do that because I believe one of the rules is you can't take any more loans out. We don't want to risk giving money back that we could possibly need for some sort of equipment. So we might as well keep as much money as we have. We're gonna make a little bit of on the. Let's see, where's the pumpkins at? Pumpkins are at $1,008 with a max of 1118. So we're still not terrible on pumpkins. Pumpkins sell really well. That's been a good investment. The goats, they're just not making a lot of milk. Then again, I only have. It's going to do a save for us. I don't have that many, although I do have offspring now. Yeah. Make sure I don't hit any trees. So I have 24 goats, but I have 22 more baby goats that are 0 months, and they hit puberty. Goats older than 8 months can produce milk. So in 8 more months, they'll start producing milk, which will be nice. And so the cycle will go on. So once I have almost double the amount of goats producing milk, that'll obviously help. I don't know. Maybe we'll go with the production at that point. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see how we do on the crop production. The thing is with the crops is it's going to be a very low amount, so I don't know what it's going to actually amount to. I don't know what my yields are going to be over there. It's going to be interesting. This is a very interesting challenge. $500,000 is a lot of debt when you're playing on hard economy and you don't have much to start with. It's like a $10 million big farm challenge or something. Having a $10 million loan and trying to pay it off. I mean, this is immense. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I've seen any of the big three, which is what I'm going to refer to. Zorch, Crustu, and Rusty Money. I'm going to refer to them as the big three from now on. I don't know if any of the big three have paid back any of their loan. They just continue to keep paying interest, just like I have been. I think they're in episode 11 or 12, 13, something like that, whatever they're in. 11, I think it is. I'm in episode 6. I know that Rusty was harvesting. I think Zorch was getting ready to harvest, and I think I saw Crustu. Again, I was working, so I just kind of turned it on, but I was not even really being able to pay attention because I was doing morning stuff, so I didn't really get to watch. But I believe the little bit that I did watch, he was getting ready to harvest carrots, I believe. I was in his live stream the other night, and he was doing a carrot field, and it was very slow, and he was comparing that field to his fields on this challenge, and it was maybe not even half the size, and it took him that long. So I'm wondering how that carrot harvesting went in this episode. I wish I could have watched, but I just haven't got a chance. So I'll watch tonight. I'll probably watch all 3 of them tonight. I might have to skip through a little bit, but to get them all in. I guess there's always tomorrow as well, if I don't want to skip. Which I don't really like to skip, but if there's nothing going on, but they've been pretty action-packed with all their shenanigans and smashing into each other. So yeah, I'm interested in other people's takes on this. I'm not sure who else is doing it. I haven't really seen. I've tried to go onto the Discords and look at other people's challenges. The only one I've honestly really seen is Lowride Farmer. I'm going to search through the pages this weekend and look a little better and see if there's other people doing it. Give a little support to them as well. Some likes and subscribes, and I don't know, just get other ideas about what people are doing. Now, I did see that Lowride in one of his episodes had done some collectibles. I'm going to fill this up with grass. I'm going to put some grass in this time. And I just can't seem to get the right spot with this thing. I just cannot catch. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe, oh, there it is right there. Maybe I'm just not putting that trailer in the right spot. I don't know. If you're watching this and you see what I'm doing wrong, just let me know. Should this trailer be working? I feel like it should be. I don't want to keep messing with it, wasting time. I said I was going to get grass, and then I forgot all about it because I couldn't get the location. So I guess I'll have to try to remind myself to get grass the next time. Honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. I think the goats have plenty of grass. Speaking of that, I was going to look and see. Meadow is 100%. So apparently they're allowed to eat meadow all the way through the year. So they must pick through the snow. Yeah, I got 2/3 still in there. So I think I would be good for to go the rest of the month into if it fast forwarded it when I complete this episode. So I think it'll be all right. But I'll try to remember to do it when we come back. Just can't seem to find the trigger for whatever reason. Could be the snow causing me problems. Who knows? It is bumped to 38 degrees, so maybe it'll get rid of the snow. Maybe we should have moved it to 1 o'clock. I don't know. We are over that $100,000 if you didn't notice that on the last one. So we're at 101,000. I think all the silage we had left was going to get us 15,000. If we get rid of the snow and we sell the silage and get the pumpkin sold, I might cut a little bit of grass. Maybe I'll save it for February. I think you can cut the grass. Grass. Yeah, you can harvest the grass, regular grass any time of year. So I think you can do meadow. I just don't think you can do it when there's snow on there. Oh, speaking of that, asking you shall receive. It just melted. That was a quick heat up. Solar flares melted the snow instantly. Yeah, I should be able to mow a little bit of grass and pick it up and put it into the hay pole. I might mow this session, maybe a little off camera, and then pick it up next episode, windrow it, and put it in the hay pole. I guess they've been calling it a silage pole, whatever you want to call it. Haystack. I guess it can go by any of those names. Any and all. Good, bad, or indifferent. Yeah, so we're getting just about $2,877 per load. We don't get any bonus because we're not on precision farming, which is fine because then we don't have to worry about going below either. Always keeping our environmental score up. I did take out that mod. I do like that mod. I just don't want to use it in this anymore because in this series, it's the mod that calculates the fuel and the hours of the tractor based on your in-game mod or your in-game hours. So like if you have it at 5 times speed and you run through 4 or 5 hours on your in-game time, it'll add 4 or 5 hours to your tractor and it'll consume the fuel based on that. I have the fuel set to low anyhow because it seemed like I was always constantly running out of fuel and having to stop what I was doing to run up to get fuel. And frankly, we just don't have the time for that in this challenge. So I had to take it out. I still have it loaded and I'll use it in I continue using it in my buying the farm challenge. But it just doesn't make sense in this episode or in this series to continue using it, so I'm cutting it out. So let's see where we're at on the silage here now. Are we any closer? I think we still have at least 3 loads. So I think I'm going to run one more load up And then I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to take the trailer up and put it back into bale. I'm going to try one more time to see if I can get it to work before I take it up there. I'll put it into bale trailer. That would have been really good if I could have done that. Would have got a lot more silage taken up there, double the silage taken up there. But no, it doesn't want to work. I guess off camera I'll try and see why it's not working. It's just kind of annoying. I don't know. Who knows? It's a mod hub mod, so it should work on everything, but I guess they can't they can't account for everything, I guess, right? Even when they test it, who would know? You got to test all these different maps, I'm sure, when they do these testing, and can't test every single thing, every single possibility. So I guess when glitches come up, maybe we should report them. I don't know. I don't know enough about modding to know that, so I wish I did. I'd like to learn how to build mods or build maps. I think it'd be pretty cool, but I don't know if I have the time for that or the patience. I like to decorate, but man, I don't know about decorating a whole map or even what it takes. All right, we're gonna do one more load, but we're gonna remember to do the grass this time. Let's see if we can get in this time without messing up. Let's go to on here. Okay, start filling, go to grass. Make sure we get grass this time. We don't need a lot, that's enough. It's probably only gonna use about 1,000 liters, if that. Here you go, Mr. Goats, Mrs. Goats. There we go. How much is it gonna use? A little over about 1,200 liters. Dump it. Back up and get silage. Fill it with silage. Sorry, this is a boring episode. Unfortunately, that's what happens in the winter when you have seasons on. But I figured we'd chat a little bit and run some silage. To say we'll go get some pumpkins. I thought it would have been a little bit, I guess, faster. We could have completed it if we would have been able to use that other trailer. But considering that, we had to do an end around here and kind of, I guess, stop in the middle of doing it, or not really fully to completion, just because I don't want to. I really, truthfully, just don't want to make 2 more trips up there on camera. 2 more trips after this one. So 3 more trips. So I'll make this trip. We'll sell it. We'll be at what, about 107, 100, almost 108,000, or just over 108,000. And then, like I said, we'll go try that bale trailer one more time. Take it back, or that trailer, cargo trailer, whatever you want to call it, dump trailer. We'll make it into a bale trailer. We'll get our pumpkins. We'll sell those. I'll show those actually being sold on camera. It's going to be a little lower than I've been. About $100 per 1,000 liters. $100 per pallet if I have 3 pallets. Do I have the 4th pallet yet? Stock check. Oh, we do. We have the pallet. So it's going to be a $4,000 sale. We're going to be losing about $400. $440 to be exact. But I can live with that. It just keeps jacking our money up and helping us with purchasing things. So it'll pay for the 2 headers. No, 55. So it's 4,000. The silage and the pumpkins are going to pay for the 2 headers and part of the combine. Or the combine and a header, however you want to look at it. Let's see. Would I have 15,000 plus I think we did a load, so 17,000 in silage roughly. Well, if I sell all the silage, and then 4,000 in pumpkins, puts us at about 22. Well, it'll pay for the planter almost too. So I guess every little bit helps. So I'm having a lot of fun with this series, although we're kind of getting stalled out here in these next 2 months. I'm not sure what March is going to bring. I have to look and see if I'm planting anything in March again in my notes. I'm having a lot of fun in the Buying the Farm challenge. I can't wait to get back to that one. Don't think I'm going to record an episode tonight. Tonight being Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I'll probably come home and work out and then record tomorrow, or start recording at least, and get part of it done, depending on when I go through my notes and see what I'm at, because it has been about a week since I recorded. So, but I am having a lot of fun with that. But this week I did play just regular farming sim and was trying to come up with what I wanted to do next. Played around in a couple of my old playthroughs and decided that I've done own the map challenges before, so it's not really new. A lot of people do own the map challenges, but I was going to try to use Ray County, but I think I need to purchase Ray County. I don't know if anybody's watching, they can let me know on that, but I kind of wanted to do Ray County, which is Missouri, because it's I just like the whole, if you watch Buying the Farm, I like the whole soybean, corn, possibly wheat rotation, which is more attuned to what I'm used to here in Ohio. Whereas on my Buying the Farm, they are allowing it to be like root crops and peas and green beans, which just doesn't happen in our area. So I don't know, it's just a little, I don't like that as much when those kind of pop up. I think I said it on there. I wish you could set it up. There is a setup so that you could delete crops out of the rotation so they just don't show up on the whole map. I wish that was an option. It probably is an option. It's probably something you can tweak in the XML files, but yeah, I don't know how to do that, nor do I want to mess with it. But yeah, so I would like to possibly push it around of maybe taking that up once I get a little more settled in with these two series and have kind of an ended site. I might be able to start that series up, an own the map type challenge. Haven't quite figured out what map I would use. Right now I'm doing an Iowa Plains view, which I like that map, but I don't know if that's where I would go with it or not. Okay, so let me get this out of the way here. Let's get back to this challenge and not onto a new challenge. Let me look at my recording. All right, so we're about 40 minutes recording. By the time we get this up there, changed around, get the pumpkin sold, get a load or two of water, I think that's where we're going to end it on this. And I'll probably mow off camera for the rest of the minutes that are left in here, plus the half an hour that's available to me. We'll mow, and maybe I'll get it windrowed up. Let's go to this, see if I can get it to trigger on and see if I'm doing something wrong. No, it's not. I just can't get it to do it. So, all right, we got to go get the bale trailer, because otherwise I won't be able to load these pumpkins. They're going to come back. We'll get the pumpkins. I'll show you the sale of those. We'll get a couple loads of water, and we're going to end it knowing that I'm going to mow some of this meadow grass here to stuff into the silage tank. And then we'll pick it back up on the next episode where we're selling more silage and selling more pumpkins. And I don't know what else we can do in February. Let's look at my notes. Do we have anything to go in March? Yeah, we're going to plant oats in March and sunflowers in March. So we will have to get the planter. We have the seeder. So we'll plant oats. We'll go buy the seeder in March. And then we will get sunflowers planted. And sunflowers are in October. Oh, almost hit a tree. And corn is in November. So we won't need to have that corn header, corn and soybean header, or I'm sorry, corn and sunflower header until October. So, but it's not that expensive, but it is $5,500. All right, customize. Let's get this to the bale trailer. Yes, no dollars. Did cost me 16. Oh, I gotta hook it back up. Sorry. Did cost me $1,600 to put that extension on it. And frankly, that was just money wasted. But it'll work when we harvest. It's kind of why I did it. You know, yeah, this will help with silage. But I thought, well, it's good for when I get harvesting as well. But as you can see, not the greatest outcome. So if you can just bear with me on these next couple episodes, they're going to be short. They're just going to be the same thing, bumping up the money, making sure we have enough. We're not going to pay off any loans. We already discussed that. We're just going to keep letting it ride. That way we know we have enough to buy all the equipment that we need. And then if we decide that we need to get a production or something like that going, we can get the production. I just fear using these productions and them being so slow without knowing what they're going to do. Like I could get a flour mill or a grain mill, but is it going to be slow and not be worth it and take months and months and months just to, you know, or a year or longer just to pay itself back, whatever it costs. So if it costs $30,000, is it going to take a year to make 30,000 or even longer than a year? I don't know. I mean, the greenhouses are paying for themselves. I mean, we're pumping 4,000 per episode. So this is the 6th episode, so we're going to be at 6 times 4 roughly. So that's 24 grand. How much do we pay for the greenhouse? I don't even remember what we paid for the greenhouse, honestly. Hopefully I can do this without wrecking. Productions, greenhouses. I don't think I'm going to get it in time. How much? Oh, yep, I was going to. We'll do it when we get up here to the farm market. We'll answer that question in a second. So if we've done 24,000 roughly in pumpkins, probably well over that because prices were up higher when we first started getting pumpkins. So we didn't get it the first episode, so I guess it'd be 5. So this is the 5th. This is the 6th episode. We've sold pumpkins in 5 episodes, I believe, which would be $20,000 roughly. And the greenhouse was, I think we had the medium greenhouse, or did we have the large greenhouse? No, we didn't spend 30 grand. Let's go look. Let's go to the, where's my farm at? I don't even know where we're at. Okay. No, it is the large greenhouse. So we haven't quite paid for that. So I was over misspeaking. But we're close. We're only, it's 10 grand away from it. I mean, you had to buy the barrel for the water and everything else too, but the water hasn't cost us anything. So it was 30 grand to get that greenhouse. We've already produced 20 grand from it. So another 2 sales, 2 months will pay for itself. So then everything after that is pretty much profit. Just got to keep pumping water into it. I mean, we only paid 2 grand for the barrel, and again, the money is free. I mean, the water is free. So let's see it. Well, so it won't even take a year to pay for the greenhouse. It's going to take, so August, so September, October, November, December, January. Let me figure out. So we're at 10 grand. So 5 is 10. It's 20 grand. 24. So we at 28,000 in 2 months. So basically 3 months it'll start making profit. So it's a little less than a year. That's good. But how much is a grain mill going to make us, and when's it going to produce all that? And are we going to have enough to pump into it? At that point, you'd have to have the same. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, folks. We'll see if my way of doing it works. If it doesn't, we'll have to go back to the drawing board. Let's go grab the barrel. We'll go grab about 2 loads of water. It's going to take us to about 50 minutes of recording. And well, like I said, I'm going to do the mowing off, probably some windrowing. We'll come back and do it next episode. I think I did this last episode. I'd gotten a comment from a viewer that said that they thought that it costs money to get water out of the pond. And I hadn't seen it go any money going down when I've been getting the water, so I just did it on camera just to test it, to show. And so far, every load I've taken hasn't charged me any water. There's nothing showing up in the finances, so I'm not saying I'm always right, and then I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that whatever I got going on in the game is not charging me for the water. You can see nothing's going down on my money when I fill that up, 2,000 liters. And nothing's charging me in the finances, so whatever arrangement we have going on with those owners of that pond, they're happy to let us take it. Hasn't been a lack of precipitation on this map either, so we had snow going last month. We've had rain, even though it hasn't been on camera. We've had rain occurring while we were sleeping. You can see it was raining, you know, fast forward through the day equaling the month in this game. All right, let's go get one more barrel on camera. What's that put us at on the greenhouse there? 4,800 liters, so this will put us at 6,800 liters. We'll probably only get one more barrel off camera, if that even. Yeah, it's still running some of the fuel out of it, but all those trips up there to the bale export and then back and forth to the store, we would have been down to, we would have had to get fuel again. And I don't mind the fact we're at 58 out of 80 liters right now. I just don't want to have to keep getting fuel every time we're trying to farm or in the middle of doing a task and all of a sudden the fuel's down to nothing or blinking at me like it was either in the episode, I think it was in the episode, or it was when I was off camera. I didn't want to sit there and run out of fuel and either have to cheat in the gas enough to get back up to the store or have to try to figure out some other way to get me back. I guess I better pay attention to where I'm going. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining me. I am sorry this was a boring episode. I know the next episode is probably going to be a little more of the same. We are producing money, which is good, getting silage money, and thanks for watching. If you could hit that like button if you're watching, I would really appreciate it. If you can subscribe, that would be awesome as well. Check out my future content. Go into the Buying the Farm Challenge. Check that one out as well. I think it's a cool series. I think it's a pretty cool idea, what I started. So yeah, get over there, watch those episodes. It's in a playlist, so check it out. Put it on while you're playing farming sim, and you can have it in the background going if that's your thing. And again, I really appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.